Hey guys, Jeff here for iPlayZone. Today we're back as promised with another video for King of Thieves, the game by Zeptolab, the creators of Cut the Rope. And while we checked out in the last video some basic tips on how to improve your home and what you should consider while building your home, I would like to do a little, let's say, example on how to actually build a level in the way of a little kind of workshop. And for that, I just picked my home that I have right here. This is right now my final setup that I've built, but we'll just gonna switch back to how it was when the whole thing here started, and this is it. So once you enter this home, if you want to see it, let's have a moment here. Let's see where my home actually is. This is it. It's on the last temple on the second continent, and if you check it out, so this is how it was supposed to be. So let's see how difficult it is to actually just beat this level. You're just running along here, you're just passing here by, you're passing this guy, and you're done. So this level is, I guess you could all see that, fairly easy to beat. So why is it that fairly easy to beat? The main reason for that is, in my opinion, that there isn't really, I can't stress this enough. There isn't really a high pressure level. You're starting out the level. There's this homing cannon that isn't really a threat for you right now because you're just running towards it. And the circle guard here isn't really a big problem either because the timing is way off, and it's quite simple to just dodge this guy. And another reason why this level is fairly easy, in my opinion, is because of the door that is down here. Because if you check it out, as soon as the level starts, I'm totally facing towards my goal. So from a psychological level, and of course from a level of just playing the game, I screwed up here because I was stupid. On this level, you can basically see that it isn't really that much of a stress, and you're always moving towards your objective. So what I did was I just moved the door. It's going to be interesting now because I think it might be impossible to beat the level now. Nope, it isn't. Here you go. You're just, battery. You're just moving around here, and as you can see, it is taking up way more time than it did before. And if the player isn't just using this trick to screw your day, it is fairly longer, not easier right now. It is taking longer to actually build the level, but of course we're not finished yet. So the next thing I did was, if you have a look at it, you can see that it is fairly easy to just dodge the circle guard and go back here. What I did was I made his way of movement longer. So by that, what I achieved was that I basically have to jump down now, because if I jump up, this guy is totally going to kill me. If I am putting my timing a little bit off, chances are I'm going to be killed. So I'm basically forced to go down now. Okay, now we have achieved that we have to go. Whoop, he got me there again. Now we've achieved that we have to go down, because it's not possible anymore, as long as the circle guard is here, to just jump to the far end wall and just jump back. So the third thing I did was to, again, enhance the stress level, was to move the gun up here. So if you see, this should be this is my final workout loadout right now. So as you can see, it is getting way more stressful now to just get past this level, because you have to have a look out on your timing a lot. So if you are, I actually did this level quite some time, so it isn't that difficult for me anymore. But if you haven't played this level yet, people are most likely going to make a mistake by waiting for this. People are going to make a mistake by jumping too soon. People are going to make a mistake by not jumping at all. Stuff like this. People are going to make mistakes, and by that they're going to die. And since you don't have to just trust whatever I'm saying, this guy was actually really lucky, because as you can see, I'm working on my tools right now, and I had a lot of money in my pool, so he was capable of getting a lot of money and a 3-star ranking, which is of course easy if, as you can see here, for instance, if there is one of your tools being worked on. but if you have a look at the other players, you can see this guy died 7 times. People are usually dying so many times until one of my defenses is disappearing, as you could see here right now, with a little circle guard that was disappearing, or that disappeared at all. So in most of the cases, people are going, here's a guy that did a 2-star ranking that is really good. Most of the time, people are going to, well, basically die, and by that they are going to get a 1-star ranking at the end of the day. We have people here that took 26 turns until they finished this one. Here I was kind of unlucky, I guess, because this guy used up a lot of boosters just to get my little jewel. I hate that guy for that, but I guess I'll have to deal with that. Here's a guy that actually took 73 turns, so heads up for actually having the time to, for actually not giving up. But what I wanted to point out was that if you just have a look at how the players are playing it, people are always dying a lot, and people are dying just at the beginning of the level several times, because if you start a level, you don't actually know how the level is working out, and you're going to make mistakes by that. And that is what we want. We want people who are making a lot of mistakes. We want people who are dying a lot and dying as soon as possible, or if they are dying later on, they should have to play around on the level really much. So this is the loadout that I would recommend for this home. This is how I build it. Of course, no, it's not impossible to beat. It is really possible to beat this level, because I actually did twice in a row just to be able to save this level. But it is a harder level to beat because of the basic tips. Again, try to be sure that the timing is right, because if you have a look at the circle guard like this, you're seeing that it's not really that hard to just dodge that guy. Okay, it is actually impossible right now, but you know what I mean. And the second thing is that you should put a high stress level on and the soonest point that you can, and aim for one focus point where you have a very high stress level, and that is what I would recommend. And while we're talking about recommending stuff, if we have a look at the stuff I'm upgrading right now, another thing that I would really recommend for you to do is to always upgrade your stuff when you are not having a huge jewel here. As you can see, I could brew up this jewel right now, but I'm not doing this because I'm working on this tool here, and I don't want people to have it a very easy time to just go into my dungeon, get a 3-star ranking, and have a high chance to steal my jewel. And another thing that I would recommend is the upgrades. I would really recommend to go for Gen Defense Chance, because in my opinion, just these 3 additional % are a huge plus for you, and you really don't want to use that jewels. And what I would not recommend to use would be basically the lock, because you can just watch a commercial and get 3 additional locks, and I guess that is not something that people will have a look at and say, well, I'm not going to enter this dungeon, because if there's a nice prize for me at the end of the dungeon, I'm most likely going to enter it. And what I would really recommend too, if you have a good dungeon, is the Skull Gold bonus, because that's freaking awesome. You're getting a lot of money for that, and it's totally worth it. So that's about it. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to like and or dislike. Of course, I'm going to hope that you are liking this video. And you can, of course, subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video and the other videos. If there are any more questions, and if I see that in the comment section below, people are asking a lot of questions, I will most likely put up another video. Until then, I guess I'm finished with this game. I'll just continue becoming the King of Thieves, and I hope you will do so too. So until then, happy playing, have fun, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!